Hello everyone. Welcome back to the revision session of clocks. What we would be doing today, we would be taking a quick revision, whatever kind of questions are there in clocks. We have already discussed that, but yeah, if I have an exam, so let's make it a quick revision where I can quickly take all the topics, not just the examples, just an overview, so that we can remember the things and we can solve the questions quickly. So the very first type that we have done under clocks was the mirror time. So in the mirror time, what we have to do is subtract the given time from the 1160. And two important points you have to remember here. First, replace 00 by 12, and other, replace 12 by 00 whenever required. So when the answer you feel it's a negative, so replace 12 by 00. Whenever the answer that you will get that is 00, replace 00 by 12. Okay, so that are the few points under mirror time. Next, to find the angle between the hour and minute hand whenever certain time is given. So here there could be a direct time, that is when it is 6:20, what would be the hour and minute hand at the angle. Okay, or it would be 5:15 or 4:45. So you have to understand those terms. Quarter means 15, half means 30, past means it's already gone, and 2 means it is coming to be. So these are the basic clock things. You have to understand the time, note the time first, and then solve. Have to solve it now. Very first, the number of hours between the hour and minute hand. For example, when we are talking about 6:20, so 6 means at the 6 and 20 means at 4. So between 4 and 6 there are 2 hours. So first calculate the gap of the hour and minute hand. Whatever h you get, whatever number of hours you get, you have to multiply that by 30. So that will give you angle 1. Angle 2 is whatever minutes are given. Just for example, the minutes here was 20. So multiply that by 0.5, you will get the answer. Next thing is, what should we do with these two angles? Whether we have to add them or we have to subtract them. So if the hour is less than the minute, the angle should be subtracted, or else in all other cases, if the both are on the same hands or if it is reverse, you have to add them. Okay, so understand this thing, when we have to subtract, when we have to add. If you can draw it, you will get a better conclusion. Next is when the hour and minute hand coincide. When will the hour and minute hand coincide? That means when they will be together, or the angle between them would be 0 degree. So for this you have to just remember one number line, that is after every 1 hour, 5 minutes, 5 by 11 seconds, the hour and minute hand will coincide. So we know that thing. Now whenever the question is given, for example, if it is given between 5 and 6, at what time it will coincide? So take the lower time, that is 5. Multiply that 5 with the given thing, that is 1 hour, 5 minutes, 5 by 11, and you will get the answer. Just one thing you have to remember, the last part, that is the seconds part. If it is giving you the answer as 35 by 11 or 45 by 11 or 50 by 11, so you do not have to leave it. You have to do the actual division part, and after dividing, whatever the quotient you will get, that you have to add that to the minutes, and whatever remainder would be getting, that would be the seconds. That remainder divided by 11 will give you the seconds. So remember this important division part. Moving on, next type of question where the time range would be given. For example, between 5 and 6, or between 10:30 and 11, or between 3 and 4. This is a time range given, and the angle would be given. Now there are different respects of the angle. First, it would be a direct angle given to you. That is, at what time it would be an angle of 30 degree or 45 degree. Or it will ask you at what time it would be an angle of right angle, that is 90 degree. Or at what time they are totally opposite to each other, that would be 180 degree. Or it would be giving you at what time they are 3 minutes or 5 minutes or 10 minutes apart. For all, the calculation is same. Just when this angle is given, how can we calculate this angle into division is important. So for all above 4 points, the method is same. Let's see. First, whenever the time range is given, you have to calculate the first division. For example, if it is telling you between 5 to 6, so 5 multiplied by 5, you'll get the answer in 25. If it is giving you between 3 and 4, so 3 multiplied by 5, you will get 15 division. So whatever time range is given, multiply that by 5 and you will get the first division. Second division, you have to convert that angle into division. If it is giving you angle of 30 degree or 45 degree, you have to convert that. We know 30 degrees means 5 divisions. Similarly, 45 degree means 7.5 divisions. If it is telling you 10 minutes apart or 3 minutes apart, that means 3 divisions or 10 divisions. If it is telling you angle of 90 degree, that is right angle, so it would be 30, 30, 30, that is 5, 5, 5, 15 divisions. When it is telling you an angle of 180-degree, that means there are 6 divisions. So under that 6, 5 subdivisions, that would be 6 5 ja 35 or 30 divisions. So this way you have to calculate the divisions. So now you have 2 divisions. Now we know in the entire day, like if you talk about an angle of 30-degree, so it coincides 2 times in 1 hour. So you have to calculate time 1 and time 2 using the simple formula, that is time equals to distance upon speed. Speed, we have to take a relative speed here. We have already learned how to calculate the relative speed, that is 11 by 12. Taking that 11 by 12, distance we know divisions. In first time one, we have to add the divisions and then multiply that by 12 divided by 11. For time 2, we have to subtract the divisions and multiply by 12 divided by 11. Just observe it carefully here. When you are subtracting, it should not be a negative answer. That is, if you're getting an angle of the divisions of 15 and 30, so it should be 30 minus 15. It should not be 15 minus 30. So that will give you a negative answer, and time can never be negative. So simple calculation here. Again, when you're dividing it by 11, go with the traditional division method where you are getting the quotient as the minutes and remainder as the seconds. So hope you understood what are clocks and how can we use those. Now there are some basic points of the clock. There would be overall such questions like how many times the hour and minute hand, or the how many times the hand make an angle of right angle in a day. So the answer is in 12 hours it makes an angle of 22 times. Similarly, in 24 hours it would be 44 times. Similarly, how many times it will coincide? So we know after every 1 hour, 5 minutes, 5 by 11 seconds, it will coincide. So in the entire day, it will coincide 11 times. Not 12 times, it will coincide in 11 times in the 12 clock, in the 12 hours. Yes, and next, in every 60 minutes, the minute hand gets 55 minutes on the hour hand. This is again a point that you have to remember. So, hope you understood all the quick questions and the types. Thank you so much. See you next time with the next topic.